Hi, my name is Jenny, and you are watching 5 Minutes Nitty-Gritty, which is all about interesting news, facts, and stories around the globe. Today main stories we will cover are, passengers of airplane EasyJet had to face the strange situation. Amazon is the largest online retailer, but intentionally it was started for something else. American Airlines, who knew something so small could save so much. Dolly was important, as before Dolly was born, this was thought to be impossible. Why the Panama Canal is so important in today's world.
In Spain, passengers of airplane EasyJet had to face the strange situation. When the captain of the plane announcement came that was requested 20 passengers to get off, the pilot said that the plane was overloaded and could not take off. This caused concern among the passengers. A video clip posted by a man named Ryan Williams is being shared on social networking sites. Only on TikTok it was shared by near 0.2 million people. This video was taken from inside an EasyJet plane.
Thank you all for getting here. Because of so many of you, it's a pretty heavy aircraft we've got today. That heavy aircraft combined with a fairly short runway here in Lanzarote and some winds which aren't particularly favourable at the moment mean that with the current environmental conditions here in Lanzarote, the aircraft is too heavy at the moment to depart. Now, you might be wondering what's next, and that's what I've come here to say. I've spoken to our operations team at EasyJet, and of course the one way to solve a problem with a heavy aircraft is to make it slightly lighter. If possible, I'd like to ask for up to, potentially, 20 volunteers to choose not to fly to Liverpool tonight.
In the video, the plane's captain can be clearly heard telling passengers to disembark due to overweight passengers during takeoff. The video has been viewed more than 2 million times so far.
Today Amazon is a big name and most of us has already shopped from there, but initially it was opened as an online bookstore. Jeff Bezos founded Amazon in 1994 from his garage of rented home in Bellevue, Washington. He initially named his company Cadabra, but later on changed the name to Amazon as after a lawyer misheard it as cadaver. Jeff Bezos ultimately settled on Amazon after thumbing through a dictionary and deciding that he wanted his online bookstore to be the largest in the world, just like the river for which it was named. And as of today, Amazon is the largest online retailer of any kind in the world, with $470 billion in revenue in 2021.
Dolly, the sheep, is born in July 5, 1996, at the Roslin Institute in Midlothian, Scotland. Dolly was important because she was the first mammal to be cloned from an adult cell. Her birth proved that scientists could use cells to make a copy of an animal. She lived for 6 years before dying of a lung disease unrelated to her cloning. Researchers can use clones in many ways. An embryo made by cloning can be turned into a stem cell factory. Stem cells are an early form of cells that can grow into many different types of cells and tissues. Before Dolly was born, this was thought to be impossible. Scientists believed that specialized adult cells, those that had a certain job like a skin cell or a liver cell, only held the information to do with that job.
American Airlines is a large, highly experienced airline. It is the story of Robert Crandall, who was the head of American Airlines. He was famous for being very stingy and cutting costs wherever he could. One day in 1987, he came up with the idea of removing just one olive from every dinner salad served to passengers. Passengers wouldn't care, and it would save the airline money, but how much? It saved more than we would have imagined, to the tune of $40,000 that year. Who knew something so small could save so much?
The Panama Canal is one of the most important canals in the western region. It is 82-kilometer an artificial waterway in Panama that connects the Atlantic Ocean with the Pacific Ocean and divides North and South America. The Panama Canal serves as a maritime shortcut that saves time and costs in transporting. Panama Canal is over 100 years old, and construction costs over 25,000 lives. It's also considered one of the man-made wonders of the world. The Panama Canal works as a water bridge in which ships are elevated at about 85 feet 26 meters above sea level by a system of locks. Ships transiting from the Atlantic to the Pacific enter the approach channel in Limon Bay, which extends a distance of about 11 kilometers to the Gatun Locks. Today, the canal remains an important part of international trade, Around 12,000 ships travel through the canal each year, carrying over 200 million tons of cargo. Around 9,000 people currently work for the Panama Canal. The Panama Canal serves a total of 180 maritime routes that link 1,920 ports across 170 countries. It has been open 24 hours a day.
Thank you for watching 5 Minutes Nitty Gritty. See you tomorrow with new stories.